everything was sucked out, cleaned, and the wound was left open. So you can imagine me walking around the corridors of the wards with an open stomach. You can't get it, guys. It was crazy. Everybody, how have you been? I hope you're fine. I hope you're keeping safe and being productive. Personally, I'm not doing fine, though I haven't really been fine lately. So, thank you so much for clicking in. If you're my new subscriber, my name is Belinda Oyugi, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my channel. So, on today's video, lately I haven't been uploading videos on YouTube, and some people really were DMing me asking me, where have you been? We really missed you. Of course, I also missed you people because you're also part of my family. So if you were keen enough from my previous video, because now this is going to be a story time, it might inspire someone, or you can also help me with what to do next if such a thing happen again. So be ready to type down in the comment section, maybe during the video, as you watch the video, or at the end of the video. So stay tuned as we start our story time. If you were keen enough from the previous video, you noticed that I was expectant. So if you were guessing, then you eventually guessed right. So I was expectant and I delivered my baby, and yeah, so say congratulations first. Congratulate me, a pat on the back. Thank you so much. So during the delivery, from my pregnancy journey up to delivery, everything went well until after delivery, something that made me go off YouTube for some time so that I could actually get that healing. So, for those people who normally go through pregnancy and then the delivery period still filming, the content creators who do that, I salute you because it's not easy. Actually, I did not do that. I did not put the entire my journey on social media because at least sometimes you have to keep some things private, and of course I didn't want to put a lot of it on air. So my pregnancy journey went well, my delivery went well until after delivery when I got some complications. So during delivery I went into delivery for about 36 or more hours. And then after delivery, which I thought would be the vaginal delivery, which didn't happen, I went for a C-section. So after this C-section, I suppose maybe there was a mistake that happened. I came home, I was fine, and then I was given an appointment to go back after 2 weeks for checkup, which I did. But within these 2 weeks, it wasn't easy. Sleeping was not easy. Eating, actually, I didn't used to eat any solid. I only depended on porridge and tea and water. Of course, even fruit, I did not eat at all. So it was only those three and my medication only. So it just happened that within these 2 weeks, I really suffered. Going back to the hospital, they told me that, hey, madam, you really look pale. You look like you haven't had a good time within these 2 weeks. Of course, which was very true. It was very rough for me within those 2 weeks. Even eating was a problem, sleeping was a problem, turning on bed was a problem. It was all pain on my stomach. So this pain, it didn't come after I had come home. Remember, after C-section, you have to stay in the hospital for some time for checkup, or maybe for some days, which I was also part of it. But what happened? I kept feeling, sometimes you have instincts. Instincts tells you that now this is not the right thing. Though it is my first baby, I still felt that there was something that was wrong with me. I wasn't recovering like any other mother who had delivered through the C-section who we were with in the same ward. But I was like wondering, is this really normal? So I kept asking the nurses every day, like, is this really normal to happen? I'm feeling this way, I'm feeling this way. And they were like, is this your first child? Then I was like, yeah, it's my firstborn. And then they were like, oh, it will just go away. That is how C-section works. And then I was like, well, does does it really work this way just on me alone? Because the rest of the women there, they could sit on their beds and breastfeed them. children. And so I felt something was really wrong. I kept asking like different people because the surgeon who did this surgery didn't come back to check if we were really doing well. So it was only the nurses who used to walk around bring the medication, who used to come around. So I used to ask different nurses and they all gave me the same answer. So I don't know if they were tuned to give that answer because somebody must have messed somewhere and didn't want to come out clean that I messed this and this is the solution. So that happened before I came back home. So after I'd come home, 2 weeks elapsed. I went back to the hospital. I told them I'm in pain. What do I do? So I had to go back to the lab. I had to go back to ultrasound. Ultrasound was like, your womb is okay, your womb is clear, there's nothing wrong with it. But from the lab, they were telling me that my blood is has been infected, like it has some infection. So I was like, infection, so what do we do? Then they gave me some antibiotics and some painkillers and I came back home. And they told me you'll just be fine. Then, funnily enough, we didn't find all the medicine in their pharmacy. So we had to go out to buy others. And the following day is when I started taking the medication. Being that I had not been taking anything solid, I was not taking anything solid because even the medication, the initial medication was already done. I was already done with it, so there was no more medicines initially. So these were now going to be now the first anything solid going through my throat, and I took them. The first like what happened to me, I picked them off, and after that, the line of incision became very tender and red. So I went to sleep normally, and then around dawn, I woke up to change my baby's diaper and breastfeed. But the moment I turned, I just saw something not really yellowish. I can say it was creamish. And then I woke my hubby. I told him that there's something here. This is not okay. This is not normal. We're going to the hospital right now because this is an emergency. So I just woke up, stepped out of the bed. And the moment I stepped out of the bed, guys, this is when I knew things were not okay. Everything oozed out. It started oozing out, and my hubby, I was like, let's go. And I was like, no, how will we go? Yet we cannot even order a taxi to take us there. The way it's oozing out, there's no way you're going to take a taxi to go. Then I was like, now what are we going to do? By then, I still had those cotton wool we normally have during delivery, and then it was just wiping. I can say it was about 4 to 5 liters of trash oozing out of that wound. Guys, it was crazy. So he kept wiping this, and he called a doctor from a nearby hospital. He registered me there, like he registered me there. What do you call it? He admitted me there, and then he called the doctor to the house for and paid some extra cash. So this doctor came. At least he did whatever he did until this oozing stopped. Like we managed the oozing. It was like first aid. So after that, we managed to go to the hospital. Actually, we went to the hospital later in the day, around 4 p.m. And we went to a different hospital. Actually, I suggested to my hubby which hospital we were to go to. So hospital B, we didn't go. Hospital A, we can say that the initial hospital where I delivered, and then there was this hospital B. Sorry, my baby is waking up. uh, we went to hospital B. So on going to hospital B, they took a sample of whatever was oozing from inside there. They put it, they took it to the lab, and when they came back, they told me that I had to go and have those, what do we call them, those threads cut and my stomach cut again, so they could check if the problem had gone, how far the infection had gone. So if it had gone deeper, they would see what to do because it had to be cut open. So that day, I can tell you guys, I feel that is the day I really felt that I will die. Like I literally felt that this was my last day My baby was there, very healthy, like like very healthy, breastfeeding, not fussy, not crying here and there, very calm. But here is the mother, a suffering mother. Like I was feeling this was my last day. I was like looking at the dad and saying, now you're going to remain with your baby. Like I knew I was going there, guys. So I was taken to the theater room. Uh, the incision was cut and everything was sucked out, cleaned, and the wound was left open. So you can imagine me walking around the corridors of the wards with an open stomach. You can't get it, guys. It was crazy. Like I was just there having pain, but I had to stay with my baby there, breastfeeding her every day and taking my medication, and they just had to monitor me here and there every day. So this opening, it was open and it was being cleaned every day. It was being cleaned. So it went for some days, and then I think a week after, I was taken back to the theater room, and then the wound was not even yet stitched. It was not stitched. They were just cutting excess tissues around there and then cleaning it more. And yeah, that was now the second one. Now I can say that was the third operation on the same wound in the same month. Within, I think, yeah, in the same month. So it was cut again. They sucked out things and then they again left it. Actually, they left it open but put a dressing, I think a gauze there to at least help in sucking out excess fluid from the abdomen. Then it went for some days. They were just checking up on it, then removing the gauze and putting another one like that, like that. Um, After some time, the oozing of the excess fluid subsided, and then they again took me back to the theater room. Now, this was the third time in Hospital B, and then that is the time now they stitched me up. But the entire time I was in that hospital is when I saw an improvement. Initially, I was in pain, like it was pain. But when I got to Hospital B, they used to put drips of painkillers on me, so the pain was a little. But a wound is a wound, pain is pain. So even if you've been given some painkiller, it will only reduce it, but not take it away completely. And you have an open stomach, so even like coughing will be like crazy. Like even if you cough, sneeze, like it was something crazy. Good thing the hospital was extremely clean and everything was sterilized. So there was no chance I would get some cough or flu or whatever. It was all okay. And then it was just little by little I got better and better and better until they stitched the wound. So after stitching the wound, I came back home. So this entire time it took about 5 weeks. Within 5 weeks, 4 surgeries on the same wound that was cut initially when I was delivering my baby. And oh my goodness, my baby is waking up. My baby is waking up. Say is that Hospital B really helped me, and shout out to Hospital B. Actually, I can now mention the name of Hospital B because it's because of this hospital that I'm able to sit here and talk to you guys. So, St. Francis Community Hospital in Kasarani, thumbs up. You guys did an amazing job on me. Like, I didn't know I will just get out of that hospital walking because like what it had become was crazy. I was going to the theater room, and every time I went there, I was traumatized. But you guys, people, they kept on encouraging me, like giving me hope. And I think it's hope that people should just get hope in life. Like people should just be given hope. And that is, I got it an overdose. And I feel these people really did an amazing job. Though It was a little bit expensive, but I can now talk about how much I spent, but it was great job they did. And I also give shout out to the friends, relatives, well wishers, everybody who helped me settle that bill, because that bill was crazy, guys. That bill was huge, but they helped me settle it down, and I can't forget them. I can't forget you people. By the way, you people are a family to me. And this is the time I knew no man is an island until you need people. So always be kind, always talk nicely to people, always be that good person. Like, don't forget about yourself, but be a good person. Like, be out there to help others as well, because you never know when you will need people around you. So thank you so much for those who helped me out. And now I'm home. I'm nursing my wound still. It hasn't really healed completely, but it's healing with time. So I'm giving it time. Whatever precautions I was told to take, I'm just adhering to everything. Like, avoid lifting, blah 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 blah. Everything that comes with C-section. So I'm just following everything and taking my medications right, drinking a lot of water, because when I was from the hospital, I was literally dry. Like, my skin was dry. So I'm just trying out to restore my body, to heal my body, to heal my mind. By the way, my mind, like, I almost lost my memory. Like, every time my hubby came asking me this and this and this, or even the doctors introducing themselves. Somebody tells me, I'm so and so, I'll be your gynecologist, I'm so and so, I'll be your wound specialist. Like, when they came back asking me, do you remember me? Like, a nurse comes and asks me, do you remember this guy? And then I'm like, I think I've met this guy before. Like that, like, it was funny. Like, it sounds funny right now, but by then I was like, who is this guy? I've seen this face before, but I can't really recall who this is. So sometimes even somebody will tell me that this and this and this happened, and then I'm like, that happened 2 days ago. It's now a bygone. And then the person tells me, no, that happened today morning. And then I'm like, really? Are you like, do you forget too soon? And then, like, no, it's you forgetting. Then I'm like, okay, I'll soon regain myself. So that is how bad it was. But guys, thank you so much for your support, those who did. And for those who did not know what was happening, why I've been offline for all this time, it was a crazy moment where even phone calls, I could not pick my phone because I was all over, like, pain was all over me. Even holding my baby was a problem. So don't you worry. I hope now this has come to you. Now you know what really happened, and that is really what I went through. It wasn't easy, but today I'm strong. Today I can sit here. Actually, I couldn't sit for even a few minutes. I could sit for maybe 5 to 10 minutes and then I go to bed and sleep. But today I'm here. I can sit for this time, for all these minutes, and talk to you people. So that was my story. And if it inspired you, then let me know in the comment section. Because at this moment, people are like, should we tell you sorry or congratulations? But doesn't matter, because when joy comes with pain, the pain overpowers the joy, and now everybody's telling you sorry, sorry, we wish you quick recovery. At the moment, I'm still recovering, so I hope you're going to wish me quick recovery in my video. So thank you so much for watching, and that's why I've been offline for this time. So if you were wondering why, that is the reason. So I hope you got the story. You can also give us your story, maybe if you have something different, but that is what happened. Hospital A, I will never go back there, and I don't think it will be wise to tell you which hospital, but the hospital B, I've already told you the name of the hospital. St. Francis Kasarani, big up. And so let me go take care of my baby. So thank you so much up to this point. If you've watched up to this end, thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Subscribe, because now from now we are two of us. It's me and my baby, and maybe most of my videos I'll be doing with my baby. I'll be coming along with my baby. So don't worry about that. And showing the face, no, not now. Maybe if the baby decides, maybe later in life, I don't know, but for me, it will only be my face because it's me who created the channel for you people to see me. So thank you so much for watching up to this end. If you haven't subscribed already, kindly do so. Subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and until we meet again on the next video. Love you all. Bye bye.